Welcome to the Saturday Preview Show here on PLZ Soccer's YouTube channel. I'm Kerry Pollock. Tam McManus and Alan Ruff are here with me today. Full card on this Saturday spreads throughout the whole afternoon and evening. First game we'll look at Rangers against Dundee United, 3 o'clock today. It's been 13 years since Dundee United defeated Rangers at Ibrox in the league, but Jim Goodwin says create an atmosphere, make the fans nervous, and that could be a winning tactic.
Yeah, I think it could be. I think that Rangers are not obviously firing on all cylinders at the minute. I think that Dundee United will go there with confidence. They've started the season well. They're scoring goals, they're keeping clean sheets. They'll go Rangers at home. You'd always expect them to win a game, but you know it just depends on the first goal for me. As I said, I don't think Rangers are particularly great at the minute, but they're eating out results, and I just think they'll maybe do it again this weekend. But if Dundee United score first, then you never know. The fans are just waiting on something going wrong at Rangers at the minute to pounce on the players and the manager and the board. I don't think it'll be today. I think that they'll get the result and maybe nick a 2-1.
Is getting at Rangers Ruffy seeming to become an obvious tactic for teams now?
Yeah, it's got to be. You know, I mean, the Rangers supporters are up in arms before the game starts. You know, so for they're going into games and going behind quite early on, it's very difficult for the players not to react to that kind of scenario. So it is important that they start on the front foot, but I'm not convinced with Dundee United yet. You know, I think at home they're very, very good. I don't think defensively away from home they're particularly good. So, like Tam, I think Rangers will just manage to see this one out the road.
What are you going for?
I'm going to go for 2-0 Rangers.
2-0 Rangers and 2-1 Rangers.
2-1 Rangers, yeah.
All right, St Johnstone will host Kilmarnock. The weather hopefully is on everyone's side. Tam's going up there today. Everyone has got their eye on a place in the top 6 this season. Simo Valakari is already preparing for the January transfer window. Are either of these two sides top 6 outfits for you at the minute?
Probably Kilmarnock, more than St Johnstone. I mean, I've been impressed with St Johnstone. They've started well under Valakari. They look as if much more attacking, much more positive in their outlook. And they've got some decent results. You know, I think beat Dundee away, it was a good result for them. But Kilmarnock, I just feel their pitch, you know, at home, they're hard to play against, hard to beat. Derek's a really experienced manager. I think if you offered St Johnstone fans third bottom now, I think they would take it. Kilmarnock will be again looking for the top 6. So if you're asking me who I think both of them would be top 6, it would be Killie.
Yeah, St Johnstone have a tough run of games coming off. They host Rangers next and then they have to go up to Pittodrie. So this game, they'll have their eyes on. Let's get 3 points here.
Yeah, they'll be looking at the fixtures saying we need to pick up points, whether it's 1 or 3. You know, everything's a bonus. You know, Kilmarnock have been a lot better away from home this season. You know, but like Tam's saying, I've been quite happy with St Johnstone. You know, they're attacking, they're not sitting in, they're trying to win games or get a draw. But I thought Kilmarnock did well against Celtic at Kilmarnock, obviously. But it's a tough one, this one. I'm not too sure. I think Kilmarnock might just edge it 2-1.
2-1, you're going for?
1 each.
1 each, all right. St Mirren will host Aberdeen. Jimmy Tulline wants 3 things from his team now, Tam. To be sharper, stronger and faster. Is that the difference between maybe bridging that gap between themselves and Celtic at the minute?
Yeah, I think he's obviously come up against Celtic and felt how good they are. He's seen how good they are both at Parkhead and at Hampden. Obviously they got a draw at Parkhead, but a bit fortunate it's scudded in the semi-final. But yeah, I think Aberdeen just need to try to churn out wins. I think that St Mirren away is a tough fixture. I think if they can go to St Mirren and win, then you know they're keeping that gap above Rangers to 9 points at the minute. So all they've got to do is keep winning games. I know the performances and want good performances as well, but Aberdeen for me just need to keep winning. But this will be a tough one for them. St Mirren are tough to beat at home, physical. And I think that Aberdeen might drop a couple of points here and with a draw.
Really? All right. Then do you think Aberdeen needed that defeat against Celtic a couple of weeks ago, Ruffy, just for a little reality check and where they are?
I think they knew where they were with Celtic. I don't think they expected to get beat so heavily. You know, and obviously they bounced back and getting a win at home. But if they start coming down to the likes of St Mirren and Hibs and Hearts and start winning games, then you've got to say they're a threat to Rangers, you know, to split the two of them. So that's maybe a good one to keep your eye on, you know, to see if what happens at the end. I think they might just nick it 2-1, but that would be a tremendous result for them.
Absolutely. Well, the final game at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Ross County against Motherwell. Stuart Kettlewell has banged on, Tam, about Motherwell being one of the best clubs, if not the best club, at bridging the gap between the academy and the first team. How important is mentality for players such as Lennon Miller and Ewan Wilson coming through?
Yeah, I mean, Motherwell I've spoken about it before on the show. I think they are giving young players a chance in this country. They're one of the best clubs at doing it. They have been for 10, 15 years. You know, you can see that some of the players they've sold for big money. Stuart Kettlewell deserves credit for giving youngsters a chance, but they've got to be good enough. And I think obviously Lennon is, and the lad Wilson has come in and done well as well after being out on loan. So yeah, I think It's the hardest part staying in the team, Ruffy, you know, tell you. I mean, you're a young player coming through, you get in the team, you get a wee taste of it. You can dip in and out, but, you know, the hardest part is staying there, and Lennon's done that, Ewan Wilson's done that, and there's others in the Motherwell Academy now who are capable of coming through and doing the same, but yeah, they've just got to come in and get their head down, work hard, and I'm sure that Stuart Kettlewell will keep playing them.
Ross County are fourth bottom in the league just now, Ruffy, but Don Cowie said you can't worry about who's behind you, who's in front of you. It's all about your games and who you're coming up against. But you must have a little look and see, right, they're catching up or we're creating a gap here.
Yeah, well, the first thing is you don't want to be in the bottom two for the whole season. Ross County have done that for the past 2 or 3 seasons. This year they've been getting results at home, which is encouraging, you know, and I think if you look at the league, I think 1 win can take you anywhere, you know, top 6 or whatever for where you are. So it'll be a tough one for Motherwell. You know, I think if they go up there and get something out of this, they'll be quite happy. But I think Ross County will dig into this one and possibly get a 1 each.
1 each, and you said?
1 each for me as well,
Okay, later on tonight at 5:45, Dundee take on Hibs. Tam, we're in the same boat again as we are every week. Is this even more of a must-win than we say?
I think it's just a must not lose, to be honest. I think if they get beat and they stay bottom of the league, I think that it could be it could be curtains for David Gray. They need to start winning games. They're bottom of the league. They've got the January to December period coming up, and this is a game they'll be looking to win. They've got Aberdeen at home on Tuesday night, and then Motherwell away. So they've got 3 fixtures that you're looking to take points from. This is going to be tricky for them. I think Dundee, obviously at home, are decent. They've not had a great season up to now. They're in the mix in the bottom 6, but I just can't see Hibs winning a game at the minute. I really, really want them to win, but I'm just looking at the performances and I just don't see them winning the game. And I think they'll maybe get a draw. And I don't know if that'll be enough for David Gray. I'm going to go 2 each in this game. Does
it worry you that Neil Lennon was the last manager at Hibs that passed the 2-year mark without being sacked? The 5 after him?
Yeah, it does. And listen, I think that Dave is fortunate that the board are going to stick with a manager, him, hopefully, because as I said, the last 3 or 4 have been out the door quite fairly sharp. So yeah, it doesn't bring any continuity to the club and the team, but the Hibs fans are very demanding, and they're not going to be happy if you've got to walk by. You know, at Dens Park, that away end, you've got to walk by there to get in the tunnel. So if they lose again, I think that David will be getting pelters. So I just hope they win, but I think it'll be a draw 2 each.
2 each. Dundee 2 wins and 7. Ruffy still 7th in the table, but Tony Docherty was in last week. He was telling us that the injuries are slowly coming back. Trevor Carson, Joe Shaughnessy as well.
Yeah, I mean, but I thought the players that he's got at his disposal now did particularly well in the last game. I think there'll be a handful for Hibs. I don't think the confidence will be high at Hibs after the results. Obviously, they're in the same predicament as Rangers. They need to start the game. They need to go on the front foot. They need to get the fans right behind them. David Gray will know exactly what he's got to do. I'm sure he's had a meeting with the board, and the board have actually told him, look, these are the games that are coming up. We need results here. And he'll know exactly where he is. So every point that he gets will be a good one for him.
And your score prediction is?
I'm going to go for Hibs to win 2-1.
Oh, the optimist. Right, finally, later on tonight, we have Hearts against Celtic, 7:45. Are you a fan of Saturday night football, Tim?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think the fans might be. I think the fans, if you're going out during the day on a Saturday, you're watching all the scores at 3 o'clock, you could be absolutely puggled going into that game, steaming. I think the atmosphere will be good. It always is at Tynecastle under the lights. Saturday night game, I think the place will be buzzing. It's an interesting concept, the Saturday night football. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, again, I think Hearts, have improved slightly under Neil Kitchley, but I just can't see past Celtic at the minute. I just think they're too strong. We've obviously had a lot of players out in international duty, but I just see them just going and churning in a win out.
Yeah, Craig Gordon, roughly 41 years of age, still Scotland's #1. There's talk of him potentially being offered a new contract. What age did you retire?
39.
39.
I was 39. I couldn't make 40.
Was it a fitness thing, or did you feel the younger boys were?
Yeah, probably younger. I'd been to America, I'd come back to Celtic, and then, no disrespect to Hamilton Accies or Ayr United, but it wasn't the same as playing in front of 30, 40, 50,000. So I decided, that I'd had a good career, and I decided to just hang it in. But I think I've got another year.
Yeah?
I'm more interested in the Scotland one, because I really want him to get to Jim Leighton's 91 or 92. I really do. I think he's been really unfortunate, with the injuries. He'd passed it a long, long time ago. So to get so near, it'll be interesting to see how long he keeps going for.
How key is he going to be in this game for Celtic?
He's going to be big, you know, in every game he's played, even with Scotland, he's been the match winner. I know that we've been winning games, but the saves he's been making at the right time just shows you how good he is, and he'll have to be the weekend, because Celtic will be flying in all cylinders. But I think Celtic, if you look at the Ross County game, you look at the Kilmarnock game, Hearts will maybe see a vulnerability there, but you've got to do it, you know, because you know they're going to score. So I can't see Hearts coming up with 2 goals.
And what do you think then?
Celtic 2-0.
3-1 Celtic.
3-1 Celtic, right? Okay, it was a draw the last time we had the quiz. Fastest answer wins. First question: which Canadian signed a new deal for Celtic?
Johnstone. I think I got it.
Alan Johnson.
You said. I think Ruffy sneaked that one there, right? Second question: who plays number 2 for Rangers?
Tavernier.
Correct.
Look, his false teeth.
One each. Dundee United last beat Rangers in the league 13 years ago at Ibrox. Who was the Dundee United manager?
Jim McLean.
Well done, Ruffy. It was Jim McLean.
13 years ago?
Yeah. 13 years ago at Ibrox in the league.
Finishing up then.
Okay, 2-1 Ruffy. Who is currently bottom of the championship table?
3-1
Ruffy, my goodness. Right, okay, last question.
I got a fright here.
Not including this weekend, how many league games have been played in the Premiership?
13.
Right, we'll go closest then.
12.
11. 4-1 Ruffy. My goodness.
Oh, you need to have that international
battering
break made off.
You nearly gave me a heart attack here.
We'll be back next week with some more Premiership action and quizzing to look forward to. Thanks for watching.